sharing about survivor guilt, working, and clearing out the energy. So, work. I am unusual, interesting, and insightful with an epic story, and I'm allowed to seek professionally an identity that supports the bigger parts of me. The opportunity to express the real me is my birthright, and it's something I can create a role to be in. I have the support of the universe to do what I really love and receive income for it, from it. Using my gifts in the world and having them recognized and validated with money won't ruin them. I'm deep, spiritual, intuitive, and empathetic, and integration is a process of the left and right, getting to the root cause, creative about pathway, and validating positive and healing. A calling is a natural, organic, and supported by the universe. It doesn't need to be forced. My educational life experience has transformed me into someone who can be of service and generously share what was given to me through self-discovery, whether it's writing or speaking, and my unique perspective of dealing with the world, rather than survivor's guilt, which is, humility around limitations, and versus living in the questions and cogently rationalizing. My happiness is contingent on another is survivor's guilt, or it's the least I can do versus giving from abundance. Compassion for myself first. I don't owe anyone anything. Draining is not the same thing, does not equal required. Fear, though, is entanglement and learned helplessness, where we have to face that we're not actually an extension of anyone else, and if we don't keep our promise to me, then I won't support your new boundaries. It's normal to be affected and influenced that is destructive in nature. Big mouth with an exit strategy. Their influence matters, even their self-shame and self-blame, self-guilt, sell out to get their needs met, maladaptive. It's like the child part wants to make it all better to get needs met, but fear is not the enemy, it's a gift. Chronic fear, though, is a burden. So the mother, like the food, right? Fear is not the enemy, it's a gift. So pushing everyone away out of fear, it's not knowing who to trust. Lonely, defensiveness, and so much pain, it can be triggering even to witness the lack of the challenges that I went through, that someone else is going through that period or development. And creating space with crushing myself is able to cause an explosion. That energy becomes zzz, right? Getting watered for my own journey versus getting a skill set for someone, not me, to succeed. I did this energy clearing meditation. All of this is from a few years ago. So at 6, I started believing it wouldn't get better for me, that I wouldn't do what I love or be myself and get income in some way. And rather, there's a freedom from a resource being taxed that isn't really a freedom, because I can't feel, because of not having the resource, can't feel valuable in the challenge. For example, a clean park, or the money benefits of whatever it is. So feeling repeatedly abandoned, things are not working out, hopes, dreams, efforts crushed, or believing I can't represent the real me and I have to make fake in order to earn that, or that money gives the security, freedom, autonomy, or independence, rather to live the life I want. When I save, I have enough energy, inheriting belief that free is better, as if I can't afford to enjoy life on my own terms and share goodness with people I want to support, as if codependency isn't too high of a price, which really is such a high price. I'm not supposed to give, these are clearings, okay? I'm not supposed to give away or spend everything, and I'm supposed to limit with an upper cap that I have had since age 17, 24, and not having kids or a husband. I think of my mother, my grandmother's role, and trusting God just wanted me to see my money blocks all the time. It isn't trying to punish me. I can be grateful for the opportunity and recognize now I'm ready to live my life the way I want, expressing myself and living in the glory of God, connecting, studying, body flow, writing, art, meditation, conversing, and ready to be responsible for the power in being a trustee of money, dissolving the belief across all time, space, dimension, reality, because freedom for managing a resource isn't really freedom. Can use the resource to hire a resource manager and get the joy out of supporting them too. And being rewarded for my work, time, energy, skill with recognition and money is a birthright. And holding myself hostage as a slave is a disservice to God. I can advocate on behalf of value that God gives through me. And finally, the book that I was thinking of writing was about my lymphoma scare. the near-death experience, maybe like a member, like being basically an old soul with lots of wisdom and knowledge, like that I didn't know how I got, the experience I had with light, So freedom to be myself, my humility, assurance will keep it real, finding my calling and loving, growing it as I share it, a healing journey, healing self and others, and the potential to have transformational work woven into the beginning. My description is literary and people want to read it. Why does the book need to be written? Because of my experience, strength, hope, and education, and how I can share that with others. If I don't get it right, get it written. Believing what they said, not what they did, is to practice, not preach. And my roots are to love everyone, and God is everything. Could bring out the best part of being Hasidic. Like I grew up like that, and finding my calling and loving, growing in it as I share it, and like I was sharing on this topic earlier. My humility and assurance will keep it real. The bones of my story can be worthwhile and valuable. How I left fight or flight, OCD, abusive, addict, narcissistic, shortage mentality. I found bliss, release, and relief in love. And this is a story that's never been said or written. My story is so much potential. This can be even a movie one day. The shame to love, blame to empowered, suspicion to connection. Guilt to acceptance. And wish you a good night. Be well. Bye.